Alrighty. You ready to start?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a bit of a echo going on. I don't know if you can hear that on your end too.
I do not hear an echo.
Okay. That's okay. I'll fiddle with some stuff on my end. I can hear my voice coming through your end.
Alright, well, just tell me when you're ready.
Okay. This might be good. This might be better. Okay.
Alright.
Alright.
Okay. Hello, Gilded. Can you please tell us something about yourself?
About myself? I'm trying to think of something reasonably interesting. I'm not a very interesting person. This is the thing.
I would beg to differ.
Sorry?
I would beg to differ.
You would beg to differ. Well, thank you. Well, about me, I live in New Zealand. There you go. There's something reasonably interesting that not many people, people know. Not many people in New Zealand, though. I guess it's somewhat unique.
What's your favorite memory about the past server that was just blown up?
Violently blown up. Favorite memory? Oh geez, there's a lot of them. I'm trying to think of something in particular. Probably the making of the server church and the establishment of kind of the counterculture against the church. It was a pretty fun chapter in the server's story. I enjoyed that quite a lot.
Sounds like it's quite interesting. Might have to go through some past streams and find all that.
Oh yeah, you had to be trawling that quite a while. Probably a few months back.
All I really got was 3 streams. Hopefully I can get a lot better.
Are you going to be recording and streaming on the new server as well? Are you coming over with us?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
You can bet I will.
I was very impressed with all the redstone stuff you were doing in your vaults. Man, it is impressive. I don't know how any of that redstone stuff worked.
Well, I mean, it wasn't that hard. All I really had to do was look up a tutorial, take that tutorial and a little bit of redstone knowledge that I knew, and just counterfeit it to work correctly. But of course, the tutorial was for like 1.14 or 1.16, so it needed to be counterfeit to work.
Yeah, I don't know much about how the redstone mechanics have changed over the versions of Minecraft, but I can assume it changed at least a little bit.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, I do plan on making another vault in the new season.
Nice.
And of course...
the vault man.
Yes, of course the vault will actually cost something, but it will have a benefit. I mean, you will have a chance to get random items. I mean, heck, you might even have a chance to get a wither skull in it.
It's like a gambling system. Like a bank, but if a bank had like a gambling function as well.
Yeah, a randomized bank.
A randomized bank.
But some days there might not be anything added. But near the end of the server, I was actually adding a bunch of iron to them.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Iron's always good to get. Iron's very helpful.
So, what are some things you're going to miss about the past season?
Probably just all because the builds, most likely. The people will come over from the last server, but all the unique and fun builds and the story behind those builds, that's all going to be staying behind on that server. And I think that's the thing I'm going to miss the most, is all the hours that people put in to all the pretty amazing builds on that server. I'll miss looking at them.
Yeah. Do you have any plans for the next season that you'd like to talk about?
Not really. I'll just probably start it and where it goes. That's generally the way these servers go. Just see what happens and then roll with that.
Just go with the flow?
Yeah, just go with the flow. I've got no plan. Got no plans going in. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
It will indeed. What else do you wish you could have done on the past season?
Really just finishing off the builds that I didn't finish. I was still working on the Wobbly West. I actually didn't know that we were restarting the server. They didn't tell me until literally yesterday that they were planning on restarting it. So yeah, I just wish I could have finished the buildings that I was working on. The server was coming to an end.
What are your thoughts on the reset?
I think it's good. I'm a player that prefers early game play. So I think I enjoy the early game a lot more than kind of end game Minecraft. So I'm pretty happy that it's restarting, and also it gives people, new players that are joining in, a chance to actually catch up instead of joining when everyone's already completed the game.
Yeah.
And so I think that.
Do you look forward to seeing the upcoming builds and all of the next season?
Well, yeah, for sure. There's a lot of extraordinarily talented builders that joined the server. I don't know where they all came from, but we had a lot of incredible builds on that last server, so I'm sure that there'll be some more amazing ones coming up as well.
Well, I sure hope to see some amazing builds and all.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Well, That's all the questions I have. If there's any questions you want to ask or anything you want to add in, you can.
I don't think I'm particularly good at these kinds of interviews, so I don't really have much to add, I don't think. Thank you for having me. Thank you for this little interview. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Well, I'm gonna look for more people to interview and all.
Oh, you're gonna interview more people
Yeah.
on the server? Nice. That'll be cool. Right. Alrighty. Goodbye then. Good luck with your interviewing.
Will do. Have a good day.
See you.
Hello, Top. Can you please tell us something about yourself?
I'm not really good with interviews, I can tell you that.
It's quite alright.
But, how about this? I'm good at making farms, and I'm good at, like, technical stuff, and somewhat good at PvP, so...
Well, we can see that you are good at technical stuff with redstone and all by your previous base. What was your favorite memory on this previous season?
Spending time with y'all.
What are some things you're going to miss about this season?
Like all the farms that I made and everything.
Do you have any plans for the next season that you would like to talk about?
I guess making a lot more farms than I did previously.
That'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, and be a little bit more exploitive.
Ah,
Take that as you will. Take that as you will.
you're going to be finding exploits.
Well, yes and no. There's been, I know a couple exploits that I was afraid that could lag the server, but since I know some things about the server now, I think it'll be fine.
What else do you wish you could have done this season?
Finish my gold farm. Yeah, that's like the only thing I didn't get to complete really. And my base, but my base wasn't gonna get completed for a very long time anyways.
How would you describe your experience on this server?
It's good. It was good. I wish it still, like, I wish there was more people on. One thing though is that, I'm gonna be competing with Border.
You're going to be competing with what?
Border.
Border.
Yeah, Border. He's another farmer person. So I'm gonna make better farms than he makes. It has better output and everything. So that's what I'm gonna be doing.
So you plan on making better farms with better outputs than Border?
Yeah, than Border.
Alrighty, well, we'll be expecting to see that. Is there anything you would like to tell the audience?
You better be afraid of me. I'm gonna be better than all y'all. Yes, yeah.
Is there any links you want them to go to?
Yeah, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Topgunmaster. It's the same thing over there. I post PlanetSide 2 content over there.
And it'll also be linked down in the description. Alrighty, well, thank you for this chance to interview you, and I'll see you next season. 3, 2... Hello, Foxy. Can you please tell us something about yourself?
I am a Florida person, and I nuked my entire island.
So, you're a Floridian that likes bombs.
Yeah.
Hey, that's completely understandable. Alright, so what was your favorite memory on the past season?
Probably all of, like, the buildings in the Wobbly West.
What are some things you're going to miss about this season?
Probably like, half of the things that, like, Gilded built and other people built.
Do you have any plans for the next season that you would like to share?
I do not have any plans right now.
So you're just gonna wing it?
Mhm.
Alrighty. What else do you wish you could have done this season?
I don't know, really.
What do you hope to see in the next season?
Hopefully what happened this season, where we had, like, less chaos.
Until the send-off?
Yeah.
So, more calm nature and all?
Yeah.
Is there anything you would like to ask me? Or anything else you would like to add?
No.
Okay. Well, is there anything you want to tell the audience?
No.
Okay. Well, if that's all, I just want to thank you for stopping by for the interview. And I want to tell the audience to go and subscribe to Foxy's YouTube, which will be linked down in the description. And I hope you have a good day.
You too.
Ready when you are.
I've been ready this entire time.
Alrighty. Hello, Frost. Can you please tell us something about yourself?
Hi. I'm one of Gilded's mods. I've been a mod for a couple months now. Non-binary, and I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Love that. What was your favorite memory on this past season?
Gotta be the Pokemobs tournament, because I won it, but also it was very fun, very well put together.
That seems like a lot of fun and all. I'm sorry I wasn't able to be there. That would have been fun to watch and all. What are some things you're going to miss about this season?
I miss all the buildings, because all the buildings are gonna be gone.
They're already mostly gone.
Mostly, yeah.
Water went down the wrong pipe.
Oh dear.
Do you have any plans for next season that you would like to talk about?
Oh, I don't know. I think I'm gonna be the first one to catch a warden. I think that's the goal.
You're gonna try and catch a warden.
Try to be the first one to catch a warden.
That's going to be a pretty hefty task. You think you'll be able to do it?
Oh yeah, I've got a master ball. I'll be able to do it.
What else do you wish you could have done this season?
Not really anything. I think I did as much as I could.
What do you hope to see next season?
Hope to see more people.
You're not the only one that wants to see more people next season. Is there anything that you would like to ask me or anything you would like to add?
No. I have many questions.
Alrighty. Is there any links or anywhere you would like to direct the audience?
Abracadabra, alakazam.
Hi, Iron.
Iron just interrupted the interview.
Iron, that's what I mean.
That's about what I do.
Oh man.
He did direct the audience to the Alakazam.
Hello, Iron. Can you please tell us something about yourself?
I exist.
That's quite an interesting fact.
Yes.
What is it like running a server?
It's interesting because typically people would be a player on the. See, one of my main. God, my brain is scattered. I have a thought, but I can't get it out.
It's quite understandable.
Give me a second. So, the main interesting thing about running a server is the fact that you have to pay close attention to everything that is going on. Basically, if there are multiple players having a conflict that's impacting everyone's experience, you have to be able to pick up on it very quickly and deal with it before it gets out of hand and can potentially drive players away.
Yeah.
It's a constant shift between just playing on the server and having to deal with the people who want to ruin the fun.
How often do you deal with hackers or people that just want to disrupt the server in general?
Well, previously, before the whitelist was instated on the server, there were those kinds of things happened nearly every other stream that, for example, Gilded did. Like, every other time that there would be someone streaming the server, there was a chance of those people just barging in.
Yeah.
Of course, there was always the advantage I had in the fact that none of them knew I was the server owner, so they did not realize that when I was nearby that I was keeping track of what they were doing until they were banned for hacking or just trying to ruin everything.
Yeah.
Since those people like that, typically, if they're coming from a stream or video, they will assume whoever was recording it or streaming it, unless it was said otherwise, they assume that person is the owner. So, and me refusing to give myself any kind of tag in the server just helps give me that little bit of edge to ensure I can catch them before they realize.
Yeah.
So it makes my job of catching them easier, but I don't encounter them too often. It's just at one point a group notable enough showed up that the whitelist wasn't stated.
What's your favorite memory on the past season?
Oh no. Okay, I think I'm good now. Okay, so my favorite point of the season that we just ended off was likely back around the closer to the beginning of the server, well, this season, when Gilded was first constructing their lighthouse, and I had begun working on my compound, which became my makeshift base off to the side. just kind of near everyone, but not quite in the way of anything, and I could just keep track of how everyone was making progress around the spawn town that formed.
What are some things you're going to miss about this season?
Something I'm going to miss. I think the main thing I'm going to miss about this season, probably the fact that it'll be impossible to genuinely go back to the very start. See, the very start of a server is always one of the more interesting times, because that's when everyone is cooperating and forming groups, and that's just something that can't really be returned to after the season. So yeah, since the start of each season ends up being slightly different.
Do you have any plans for next season that you would like to talk about?
Next season, well, I don't really plan the seasons ahead that much, so there's not much I can really mention. The one thing that is known is the fact that the data packs are definitely getting moved to the updated server, and then obviously this is the first season where a moving box plan was put in place, since I wanted to ensure that people could still have something, since from multiple standpoints, there's the fact people don't really want, there are the people that don't want to have to step away from, for example, the specially named and modified items and stuff that they collected.
Yeah.
So that the moving box thing was a way of allowing players to keep the customized items, but not give them that much of an edge at the very start of next season. And even then, the players who couldn't get a box in on time are going to get a few basic items to make up for the fact that they weren't able to get a box submitted in time.
What do you wish you could have done this season?
What do I wish I could have done? Get an actual full-on base constructed, because that's something I haven't managed to do since the very first season of the server as a whole, which at that point we weren't even aware we were going to use a system of seasons. Like, that was just the very beginning. That was the only time I ever had a semblance of an actual base constructed.
What do you hope to see next season?
What do I hope to see? Well, the same thing I hope to see in every season, which is the community having fun, enjoying the server, and just getting along for the most part.
Is there anything you would like to say, add, or ask?
Not that I can think of.
Is there anything you want to tell the audience?
Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you for the chance to interview. I hope you have a good rest of the day.
Okay. Abracadabra, alakazam.